Hey Pisces, how you doing? This is Jamie. Welcome to Soulvine. I wanted to make sure I got a reading out to you. So this one is actually quite late this evening. Before I head to bed, I just wanted to make sure because the other readings just I don't know why they wouldn't upload. I managed to get the another one up today, but it's not the ones that I had for you. So let's just connect into the energies and see what spirit has for you. I like to be on time because I know a lot of you are expecting it when I normally post it. So let's see what spirit has and what we need to know here, and then we'll dive in a little bit deeper. So main energies right now, Pisces, we do have envy, strategy, rest and rejuvenation, seventh chakra. I'm just getting this sense, Pisces, that someone is looking at something here. I don't know if this is you or a person you're dealing with. This can be vice versa energy. So just remember, we're connecting into Pisces, sun, moon, and rising will be the most dominant energies. But in addition to that, this is a timeless and general read. So not everything may resonate, but we want to get you some messages, guys, and some signs and support for your journey. So yeah, initially what's coming through with this energy is that there's someone or something or a situation right now that I feel has a lot of thought about, a lot of consideration for, but in a way that's a little bit too much. I'm getting just the energy of someone is really looking and at a situation on what potentially they're missing or what someone is up to or what they're doing. And at the same time, I feel like this could be someone looking at their life and the possibility of something, what's missing, you know, that lack kind of space. It's like the energy is kind of going into the wrong thing right now. It's an unsupportive energy, whatever this is. It's interesting we do have strategy, because what I'm getting with this is like someone is still looking for a way forward, but it seems like there's also acknowledgement here around healing or around a situation that has been quiet. I don't know, like, is someone watching you, Pisces, what you're up to, what you're doing, and thinking, hey, you're doing great. So someone thinks they need to do the same thing. I don't know. I just feel like it's interesting. I feel it's a little bit competitive energy, but at the same time, I don't think you guys even know about it, like that you're both thinking this way or a situation's thinking this way. But intuitively, there's something that you're connected to here. It's really interesting energy. I think people here are a lot in their head, but acknowledging that something needs to be healed or something needs to be supported. And someone's trying to figure that out. Again, I don't know if this is you or someone that you're dealing with, but I feel like energetically you guys are crossing each other, okay? Let's have a look a little bit deeper on what all this is. So, okay, we've got a lot of cards. First up, we have got the Six of Materials, Nine of Voices, Temperance energy, the Seven of Voices, which came out in reverse, Eight of Inspiration, and the Wheel. Yeah. I feel like there might be someone creating a little bit of scenarios right now in their head that's not supportive, but I can see that that's potentially changing here. Whatever is initially showing up, I feel like there's something or someone that's coming in towards a situation that I'm getting a sense of, like, how do I build? How do I create? How do I build and make things work? I don't know what this is about. And I don't know if someone has a desire to start a business or has a desire to acquire something or a connection or an opportunity. But it's like the headspace, though, around this situation, like someone, I'm just getting someone in their head. I don't know what else to say other than that. And I mean, we've got the Nine of Voices, which is kind of validating that someone's in their head about a situation and kind of looking at a way forward. Interestingly, with this Temperance energy, it is asking for patience here. You know, there is a bit of a process to move through this, to work through this, but it seems to be something that needs to be healed, or that needs some silence, or has some no contact or some silence around it here. Interesting. 9 plus 1 is 10. We also have the wheel energy. So I do feel like something is shifting here, Pisces. With the 7 of Voices too, I do feel this is like, how do you bring peace to a situation, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, I'm not sure if this situation itself, like there's just a lot going on internally, or looking through something, or trying to identify something or uncover something, because something's kind of withheld or withdrawn or held back that isn't being shared right now. But I don't know. I feel like someone's coming out of something either which way, because I do see communication opening up, or movement forward opening, if something has been quiet, or something's gone withdrawn, or something hasn't seemed clear or understood. It's like someone's figuring out the path here, whatever that is. But it seems to be supportive energy with this rest and rejuvenation, and also with the seventh chakra, which is number 41, which 4 and 1 is 5. So there's definitely change happening here. I do feel like there's something moving forward that may have been standing still. Maybe you had a plan, maybe it wasn't happening, maybe you feel too tired. I'm not exactly sure what this is, Pisces. I wish I had all the answers, but we're going to, dive in a little bit deeper, because ultimately what I can see here is that something's changing, something's moving forward, something's awakening here with this 10 wheel energy. No, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really good about this. So the 6 of materials, we've got the 7 of materials. So I feel like someone's trying to create potentially some stability around their finances, or wanting to invest in something right now. I feel this could be around work, career, home life, or is giving to something because they feel that that's what's needed. But see, there's some communication or some form of action or taking action that is causing some internal conflict with this page of inspiration. Share more on what this page of inspiration is with the Temperance. Yeah, it's like some truth needs to be shared, or some clarity is trying to be gained here. But I feel it will come. It's just going to be a bit of time. So I don't know if you're waiting for communication, or seeking communication, or wanting to communicate with someone, because I can see this is a challenging piece here, whatever this is, because it's interesting, because I see the effort wanting to be made, or the desire here, or questioning how to do it, or maybe someone is questioning, well, where's this time and energy going? What am I meant to do with this? Because with the envy energy, there's just something a little uncomfortable, the thinking around the situation. I feel like someone's like lasering in on something. It's not helpful. It's not supportive energy. And I feel there's some question here of like, how do I get mine? How do I invest in that? Or how do I get the effort from that? Like, so and what I mean by that, if there's a person or a situation that's giving elsewhere and you're desiring it, or maybe someone that you're thinking about is thinking you're up to something and they're wondering, how do I get your attention and, bring that in? But it's coming from a place of not feeling good enough within oneself. It's an interesting energy, because I feel like this person, or this energy showing up, is like they're not showing that side of them. I think it's in their head. So outside, to the outside world, they're not coming across this way. But internally, they're going through something here around not having enough, wondering why, other people are doing better. But I feel like this is someone that you're dealing with, and that's how they're reflecting or looking at you, Pisces. So I don't know if this is a friend, if this is a partner, a work colleague, a former partner, like as in former relationship connection. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's just masks being worn. I don't think this person's being legitimate in how they're really feeling about a situation, you know, or they're trying to hide how they're feeling about a situation is what I'm getting. But it's like there wants to be some understanding or some clarity here on a situation. Seven of Voices, what do we need to know? So we've got the Knight of Materials. So there's something solid that is moving forward. Page of Materials. So there's an offer here. One more, Spirit. And the Hermit energy. I'm just connecting in, guys. I don't know if you're just looking for answers right now on how to deal with a situation. I'm getting this sense though that you're thinking about a situation and this situation is thinking about you. So usually this is, you know, an energetic exchange some way or another that I feel is happening, Pisces. With the idea to communicate, or maybe you're questioning or someone's questioning who you're communicating with. But with this strategy here, it's like someone's trying to work out something, figure out something that they should be doing, or potentially questioning should they be doing, like to go towards something or a situation here, or maybe wanting some truth, how to get truth or clarity on a certain path and direction. You can probably hear Clover chatting away. She gets a bit active at this time. Yeah, I feel like someone's not being honest with themselves around perhaps the healing, around why they've gone quiet or why they've withdrawn. I don't feel they're sharing it with anyone. I think they're keeping it to themselves, but they're trying to make out like they've got it together, that they're trying to make out that they're stable. But I feel like it's a slow, very slow moving energy because a big part of them is building something here, which I feel is around finances or around some sense of stability. And I feel only once when a person is in that energy where they're feeling like strong enough to fully show up, I feel it's just a slow moving energy that is happening. So I don't know if you're waiting for contact for someone or with someone or working on a certain project, but it's like all of a sudden someone all of a sudden gets some form of clarity and goes, oh, you know what? I can figure this out and I can do this. And maybe you just needed some time out here because I see this. And then it's like, oh, you know what? It's actually probably not as bad as what I thought it was. And intuitively, it's like you can kind of start piecing the puzzle together within yourself. And then things just move forward. Things start progressing. I know it's interesting because I feel this energy is just like it's pulling you back. So, and that's what I'm saying about an energetic exchange, because I don't think this is you particularly, Pisces, for the majority of energy I'm getting. But what I feel is happening is that it's being projected on you energetically. So you might not, you might notice yourself kind of getting into this energy of like, questioning something you might be missing, or questioning if you have enough here, or wanting this and wanting that. And you might be even thinking like, why is this even like, why am I thinking this way? Or why is this coming up for me? And because I feel you've been in such a strong position, like you feel like things are, working out, balancing out, progress is happening in your life, even if it might feel, still like you don't have full clarity in direction right now, or like you're working on yourself, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm getting something that's just going to take time, but I do feel that the clarity will come with someone or a situation that you're seeking. I don't know if you're trying to figure something out, if you're trying to understand it, uncover it, but it's like you're going to have this moment where you're just going to kind of go, like snap out of it is kind of the energy. So this could be, you know, what's happening planetary. So this week is a bit bumpy with what's coming on in just before the new moon in Pisces. We do have Mars squaring Uranus, and that's in Aquarius. Yeah, there's just, you know, there's just bumpy things going on. Actually, Aquarius and Taurus, I believe. So yeah, there's just I think Mars is in Aquarius, Uranus is in Taurus, and it's squaring. There's just some like radical energy going on. So if you're feeling like challenged or like unclear or feeling a bit clouded or just in a weird energy, I feel like it's going to shift very quickly when it does, but it might just like hang for a little bit. And then it's like, oh, this makes sense. Oh, actually, I'm fine. Oh, like that kind of momentum is what I feel is building. And then you get the further clarity here and then just start moving forward. It's like intuitively, you just know, intuitively, it makes sense. And you just start trusting in the process. And we can see here with whatever shift is happening, or whoever that you're dealing with, is okay, I want to make this offer. It's going to change the game. It's going to change a situation for you with whatever comes in or whatever you accept here, Pisces. Interestingly, though, it's again some form of withdrawal that happens with this hermit energy. So let's look a little bit more of what this withdrawal is with this hermit energy. Queen of Materials and the Hierophant. Yeah, someone's going on a pretty intense spiritual experience. You know, maybe there's healing still happening, and it's interesting too because we've also got rest and rejuvenation. So there's something here. You know, Pisces, if you may not realize like underneath certain things, you may be a little bit in survival mode, okay? And why this is creeping up, or a person that you're dealing with is. And when you're in survival mode, creating is not an easy thing. And like anything, there's a process, there's a journey. I just feel like you will shift out of this sooner rather than later, or the person you're dealing with will shift out of this sooner rather than later. But like, I feel there's some truths that someone needs to get real about on who they are, on how they show up, especially if you're not talking to them and there's been some form of disconnect. Because and that could be why there's this slow movement forward, because someone is working through their crap. This could be you, this could be them, and maybe you still choose to have no contact. I don't know. Or you just want to keep focusing on yourself, working on yourself. But ultimately, something is coming in, something is showing up. Maybe you won't respond to some offer potentially. Maybe you choose not to do anything with it. But I feel like someone is trying to present some form of stability or some nurturing element here. Yeah, I'm just getting the word dissident. I don't know what that. I'm going to look it up. Uh, dissident, dissident, dissonant. No, dissent. Yeah, that's not the word. It's. I think in the song. I think it's a Smashing Pumpkins song actually. Dissonant, dissonant. um, you know when you're just. I'm like dissonant. Here we go. What's this? What does this mean? Music dissonant. There we go. Yeah, it's saying there's something that's not musical without a good. Yeah, there's something here about. Oh goodness. Clover's trying to jump on major cupboards right now. She's having a bit of a funny attack. Okay. Um, Yeah, I feel like energetically, Pisces, for you or for a situation, something mustn't be in alignment. Something that's happening. And if you think of music, you've got to find music and connect with music. I find usually, we have certain types of music we like at certain types at certain times, and yeah, there's something about music, tune, alignment, synchronicity that I think is really important. And I feel something may be out of sync right now, especially it asking me or mentioning that word. And I didn't know what it was, but now that I found it, so it's DISONANTE is the word if you wanted to look it up or see if there's any relevance for you. But I can see that something is shifting that is supported, I feel, spiritually here, Pisces, with the Hierophant, the Wheel, and the Hermit energy. But it's something to do with someone's status, I feel, and someone's place. And I do feel like this is either around career or home, but there's a big shift happening. But it's an interesting journey because it's at first looking at it like not feeling enough, or it's not available, or why is everyone else getting this? But I do feel someone's connected to your energy that seems to be transmuting this somehow to you, a little bit of lower vibrational energy that you might be getting stuck into, or might be having crappy sleeps and dreams or whatever else. But I think, yeah, there's some understanding that you're going to come to, some clarity that you're going to come to in terms of this situation. I feel initially it's slow, but then something awakens. And I don't know if this is with time, with this rest and rejuvenation, or some situation, like I said, that you're not connecting or talking to. Let's get some final outcome here, Spirit, for our Pisces. I'm just going to, for Pisces, what do we need to know? We've got the Five of Inspiration, the Queen of Voices, Three of Materials, and the Lovers. So this could be the situation here. If someone does want to make contact, I think they're kind of looking at, well, which way do I go? Because I feel with this Queen of Voices and Five of Inspiration, whatever's in conflict, I feel like it's someone is making decisions logically, but just wants to get to the point and the truth of the matter. And I feel like someone may be delivering information or kind of sending you on a bit of a, is it a goose chase? Is that what you call it? Yeah, that's just what I feel with this. And I think you know better here, Pisces, because Queen of Voices I find is very intuitive. It's like you're getting information, downloads, but it's like, again, the path, direction, someone you could be talking to, dealing with. It's like they're sending you on a bit of a goose chase is what I'm hearing. And then we've got the Lovers and the Three of Materials. So I don't know if you're just looking at someone's, like, the word it keeps giving me is legitimacy. So you could be in question here about building with someone, or someone's intentions here on the connection, if they actually want to put effort in. But it's kind of looking at like, hey, I want to do this, or I want to start this. I want to just get one more here. Seven of Inspiration. And this could be the issue, because while we see communication wanting to happen, I'm also seeing communication either blocked or, like, again, like someone's running you around or feeding you information to deviate you from looking at something here. So there's something here that I don't like, Pisces, about this. But it's someone that you're dealing with. And I don't know why they're doing this. They may come forward and tell you some truth eventually. But it's like for now, they're trying to, I don't know, again, if this is you or them, but I feel like there's something or someone here that is just feeding information that seems to be conflicting. And I don't know if there is some question if someone is working with someone else or putting effort and energy into to someone else. And hence why there could be some defensiveness or no contact or some blocking of communication. But I can see the communication wants to open up, but I think there's like doesn't know how, especially if there's some truth to be shared or told that's maybe, no one wants you to find out. But some communication's gonna happen here. That's for sure. But sometimes, I'm a believer in the truth, right? At the end of the day. But sometimes, Pisces, if intuitively you know something, is that enough? Because sometimes the truth, reality, can really hurt. Sometimes things can't be unsaid. And then that creates a whole nother mind game, So I don't know, just watch right now what's going on around you. But I think this withdrawal, I think this time on your own is important. If you are wanting some truths, I do believe that they're going to happen. I just don't know if you're going to get all of it, because someone seems to be playing some games here. I'm just getting with this envy energy, like two different sides of a person is kind of what I'm getting. Like, I just don't think you have someone here that is fully, keeps giving me the word legitimate. So I don't know what that is, Pisces, but let's get a couple of moon cards. Final message. You've got luck is on your side. Your hard work is paying off. You've had your hard work is paying off a fair bit this week. So that's good energy, and luck is on your side. I do feel that you're supported and protected here, Pisces, new moon in Sagittarius and new moon in Capricorn. So there's definitely new energy happening, new energy coming in, and the creation and potential of something starting. And I just keep from that, it's the temperance energy that I feel is showing up here and asking you just to be a little bit patient. I mean, sometimes it's like, well, how patient do I have to be? I got you. I get you. So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. I appreciate you being here. I think I'm ready for a good night sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye now.